It's good, man. Y'all tune in to D-Boogie TV. Right now, we live in the A right now. Got my boy Vibes with me.
Goody.
Good vibes. Gonna give y'all some exclusives, some behind the scenes, But y'all get the vibe, man. Boogie in Atlanta. Vibes, Monte Chaqil, 919 original. You dig?
What makes no master? Run away. Bad bitch wanna run away.
I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I'm excited for everything that's to come.
Well, I got a question for you, D.
It's good, bro.
What's the difference in vibe? Like, what's the difference so far between this Atlanta trip and last Atlanta trip that you guys took? This is what, like, way before I came.
Difference between now and then. Also, the biggest difference is, for one, the team. Got a whole different team. Feel like we're supposed to be here now. We're not searching for what we're looking for. We already know what we're aiming for. We know our goal. We know the type of sound we're looking to produce when it comes to the music. And so when we hear, it's just we expect nothing less than what we already knew before coming back this time. So, and this is good to have a great team that's on the same page and that's willing to execute and take that risk, take this leap of faith. Because this whole trip and this journey, it costs. None of this is free. Studio time costs too. So y'all might see us in here working and be like, it's cool, but like, it's grind and hustle that come behind us too. So
I broke it down.
that was a lot of answers. A lot of different things you could pull from that, but that's my overall breakdown of that question. You've been in certain sessions with us down in Raleigh and a few other studios we've networked with down there. What can you? Is there a difference in quality? Like, what's different? Do you?
As in between from Raleigh to Atlanta, or from?
Yeah, is there a difference in quality? Like, do you think it's a difference, or you think it's? How do you feel in regards to the recording process and just the quality of the sound?
To me, I think it just depends on what kind of energy you're trying to give off on that particular song. Thinking what kind of message and what kind of energy you're trying to put behind the song. And it also depends on, to me, the engineer. Because he can, like you said before, or like Monte said before, he's going to do what he do. You know what I mean? But usually at that point, leaving it up to the engineer. The engineer can either make it or break it. Sometimes the engineer can either make the song or he can fuck it up completely. So that's huge.
I feel like you got there. So from what you said, would you say that it's not necessarily being in Atlanta, but it's just more so who the person is behind? So the engineers.
Who in Atlanta that you're going to?
Okay.
All right, so we've seen with, I think his name is Max. His name is Max?
Max.
I think his name is Max. And you guys have, I guess there's another producer or another engineer as well, and they have proof. They got records out there.
The flex.
They got it up there on the wall.
Yeah.
That's a huge difference versus just going to somebody's house, and no disrespect to anybody who does have a studio in their house, but it just let you know where their time and energy is and where it's legit. They're legit. They've been there. It speaks for itself, literally. They have something to show for it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
That's an interesting topic of what you just said, because I feel like now a lot of artists are reverting to recording inside of their house, and people are trying to cut out the so-called middleman and, like, say, record themselves. Being that you, again, like, been behind the scenes within the process. My boy Freezy Beats right here. We live right now.
What's going on?
You
I caught it interviewing y'all.
Nah, you good. It's good, bro. So, being a music head, like, would you say that since you've been able to be behind the scenes of not only the Atlanta sessions, but Raleigh sessions too, and just see the recording process in general, not even just with NINE19, but I know, like, with your OG, he be in the booth cooking up. You even got your own things that you aspire to do one day. I know you don't want to be an artist, but you got different things you want to tap into. But like I said, has it changed your way of viewing music? Has it changed, like, your ear and your sound of what you look for now?
For me, doesn't say I look for it, but it has taught me patience behind the artistry. Like, cause if it was up to me, I would have had that come with me. I was going to that come with me months ago. The first time I heard it,
Well, as far as
as in like just when it gets done, or knowing that you have to make sure that you, like you said, you're not gonna just rush it. Like Monte said, you're not gonna force it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? He kind of gonna do it when he kind of does it. When it hits it, when it fits that pocket, when it fits that need, or just to get in the right headspace. And then when you got to come to Atlanta just to do that, then that's what we're gonna do. You know what I mean? Just that patience for aspect.
Being intentional and making sure that you have. That's a business position right there.
For real.
Even as far as just like making sure certain things get handled, making sure that that the plan stays its course. That's what's up. That's I wasn't expecting that answer. Patience as far as the artistry, that's big, and shout out to all artists because y'all job ain't easy.
And just another quick side note, like just even still sticking to patience, because as the people may have seen, I mean, they probably seen Monte in the studio for the last 4 or 5 years, and hasn't really dropped much of anything. So they see he's working, but it's like, but he's been able to be patient enough to hold on to it and not just throw stuff away like recklessly, just throwing songs away. Versus now he was able to come up with an EP. And I was able to drop a whole mixtape. Then now he has a whole album right there in the cut too. To me, that takes patience, because if a lot of these other guys have that amount of work, you want to drop it every day, every other day.
They feel the urge and the need to be like,
I gotta stay.
Instant gratification.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then they could potentially water it down because you're releasing so much at back to back. Versus, like I said, this is 2 or 3 years worth of work. Some people probably heard stuff. I mean, you've seen it. You've been here from day one. There's songs you probably heard from 2016 that won't be heard until 2020 completely.
You're right.
Like at least like willingly, like on Apple Music versus on your own, on all platforms. That's gonna be a different feeling.
Yeah. And it's interesting that you say that too, because it makes me go back to that first question of like, what's the difference between who was coming to Atlanta before to now, and they cooking up back there. But because it literally is just like the people around you. Like it wasn't meant for us to drop back then. We've been had this mindset. We've been had this mentality. We've been had this vision of the things we're doing now and that we're going to continue to do. But it took being around the right people. It took being around somebody that's going to continue to help you to get over that curve, that edge, even when you don't want to. That's literally what the earlier mindset is. It's a way of life. And no matter what you go through, you should never let it stop you from going. We don't give up. We kings. I mean, we know we kings.
Nah, for real.
So and that's the same thing we want to push to the youth in general. So.
That's the only way I see it. And that's what, to me, that's what I value personally. Like I said before, once I see someone else have that idea, it's like, now that I don't want to do it no more, it's time to make it. I mean, I think like even harder to come up with a more original idea, because I want all mine to be organic.
Yeah.
I want all my thoughts and all the stuff that I do talk about, I want that to be like as organic as possible.
Organic, yeah.
I want it to come straight from just from me. I don't want to be like, oh, he got that from someone. So like, nah, he got that from himself. Like he came up with that.
Yeah, that's real. Well, man, right now we're giving y'all straight exclusive right now behind the scenes. And hope y'all enjoy it so far. My boy Vibes always come through, show love on the TV. He got a lot of great stuff on the way. So got anything you want to tell him? Close out.
I'm good vibes, man. I'm gonna come out with an introductory video. I'm gonna come out with the introductory video.
Shot by Boogie.
You know what I'm saying? I say it's a team working together. He's helping me to be a better man, a better leader, better king every day. And vice versa. I want to see him grow. I want to see everybody on our team grow. That's kind of why I'm here. I want to see the growth. So to just take these steps necessary to, like I said, not just talk about it, but be about it. You know what I mean? Literally action. Be original in our own way. Every way possible. So I think we have a pretty solid team. It'll all be possible if that's what we really wanted to be.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I'm gonna have an introductory video coming soon. Coming soon for sure.
Shit, man. Appreciate you knocking
sure.
out. You know, D-Boogie TV closing out. Much more on the way. Our exclusive. Hope y'all enjoy this. What we got coming.
She just wanna hang out with the boys. She just wanna party with the stars. She just wanna fuck me and record. I ain't gon' judge her, I'm the one. Ride a bit black at the sky. Niggas pockets got layers like lasagna. Take a nigga, bitch, no warning. First keep